Carina, we finally made it. The moment where, in front of our family and friends, I get to communicate my feelings for you with words instead of eye contact and hand squeezing. So you might need this. A defining moment with you that I'll always remember is from the first time you took me to London and we stepped out of the tube and started making our way above ground. You ran ahead of me and looked back from the escalator, smiling from ear to ear despite our jet lag, with your hand outstretched, urging me to join you and discover this country that meant so much to you. Laid ahead of us was a place entirely new to me, and you couldn't wait to share it. I think that says a lot about us and why I want to spend my life with you. You're always ready to lead us to new places and experiences that I wouldn't have imagined on my own. Even doing huge things like getting married feels normal.
My lovely late husband Lou was completely thrilled to have a son, but he also longed for a daughter to complete his own vision of the happy family that he and his sister Heidi had grown up in. When we knew that a daughter was on the way, he was ecstatic. I, however, was even more anxious. As it turns out, I had no need to worry. God already had my back and gave us the gift of a marvelously, uniquely, perfectly atypical daughter.
Ryan, I didn't know it was possible for another human being to impact me as much as you have. In 6.5 years, minus 1 week, you've become my absolute everything and completely changed my worldview.
We met on the wild world of online dating. This was before all the dating apps came out.
It was less wild than
It was definitely less wild. So I think the first thing that jumped out at me was he had the word engineer. That's my buzzword. You know, I'm all about the nerds. And that he had correct grammar, spelling, capitalization. But also he said in his profile that he liked music and playing instruments, and that's something we have in common. So
it was cool that we shared something that's kind of so core that we could grow up doing that. And then she had the science thing going, which was great. And, like, somebody I knew was really smart.
By the third week of our relationship, we were both completely sold that this was the real deal. And I was amazed at how strongly I felt for you in such a short period of time. I remember when you came to meet my mom, and I tried to buy some cookies for your visit. And clearly I didn't yet know your favorite kind of cookie, as evidenced by your assertion that peanut butter is a travesty of cookies. But I did know that I absolutely loved you.
soon after that, Ryan asked me to be his wedding date and a bass player for a friend's wedding, which was over 2 months away, which meant there was no backing out.
Before that wedding, we knew that we loved each other, but playing music together formed a deeper bond that helped us know that it was forever.
Carina taught herself to count at age 2 in order to beat the babysitter at dice games. She clambered over boulders and caught fish with the little brothers of Alex's scout troop. She inherited her dad's daredevil streak and landed up in the ER for stitches and casts so many times that her dad and I started to get suspicious questions from the nurses. Carina and her dad were like 2 peas in a pod, both analytical, hardworking and organized, and both fundamentally really silly people. Lou would have loved to be able to meet Ryan, and he would have loved to see Carina so completely gorgeously happy as she is today.
So we have guests who have come from as far away as England, Western Canada, Washington State, California, Arizona, Colorado, South Dakota, and Michigan. So we really appreciate your efforts to be here. And I think the fact that people did this shows how much people love the two of you.
You believe in me when I doubt myself and defend me so fiercely that when things go wrong, I have genuine fear for anyone who may get in your way. Despite your ferocity, you manage to have so much compassion and generosity that you will drop everything to help someone solve a problem. You spent countless hours counseling people, some you barely know, on how to deal with school, jobs, or just finding happiness. I love you because with every passing day, being with you only gets better. Together we've grown more capable, more compassionate, and more mature while still being utterly, fantastically weird. Holy crap. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Love you. It's wonderful.
Yeah. You look amazing too.
Thank you. Stay strong.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is gonna be really hard. Look at this shit.
Oh, wow.
Look at me.
I haven't died yet.
No, good.
We did it. The plan was to propose on our 5-year anniversary, just like a Wednesday, random Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. First, you texted me during the workday at about noon saying, oh, there's this really pretty lake next to the restaurant we're going to. We should go early and just go check it out. And I was like, I had a hunch that this was probably gonna happen on our 5-year anniversary, but then once he said that, I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy crap, this is actually happening.
So I get on the red line to come home from work. We get like halfway there and it just stops, like in the tunnel somewhere.
You texted me like, I'm gonna be late. And I was like, okay, no problem. I think you immediately knew like, oh my God, she knows what's going on.
Yeah, because the normal response would be, oh my God, we can't be late.
So we sped through rush hour to get to this restaurant. And we pulled up to this lake. And we got out of the car, we took like 4 steps, and we're just like, oh my God, this is a swamp. And so I don't know, we just sort of stared awkwardly at each other and we're like, okay, let's just go to dinner.
I had already had a freak out earlier, like I can't propose at a restaurant, that's too lame.
I think you said something to the effect of, I just wanted to take you somewhere pretty. We ended up driving to the Boston Public Garden, which we knew would be open, and in this very awkward car ride where we both knew what was happening, and this was like a 30-minute car ride, where we basically just sat in silence and awkwardness.
And that day, that was the day that spring like roared into bloom all of a sudden.
It was beautiful.
Like, warmed up a ton and all the trees were blossoming. We made it to a bench and lasted like 30 seconds. Abandoned most pretense and just went for it.
Ryan barely said anything, which is very Ryan. But it didn't matter. We didn't really need to say anything. It was fine.
You still cried a lot.
I cried a lot. A lot.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone. The moment has finally arrived. Today everything is communicated through computers, and every night Carina and Ryan would hover over their computers watching who responded to their wedding invitations. It was like watching the Super Bowl.
So, we want to thank everyone for being here, but first I want to thank this lady right here for all that she's given me in my life, and today, how hard she worked to plan this day. You've done an amazing job. It's made this the best day of my life.
I've known Carina for 10 years, 1 week less than I've dated her mother. I've known Ryan for about 6 years, 1 week less than Ryan has dated Carina. I can personally attest to Ryan's calm presence, as the late night phone calls from Carina to her mother have disappeared over the last 6 years.
You're welcome.
We sleep much better. Thank you, Ryan.
I love how you can always make me laugh and are always at the ready with your quick wit and dry humor, even if your jokes are sometimes too advanced for me. I love how you can make any situation fun, like playing Tetris to organize our groceries in our bags, or turning laundry folding into a battle of throwing clothes at each other. I love your easygoing approach to life, and I'm in awe of your ability to be calm and collected in the face of every situation. I love how you're the only person who can bring me calm when calm feels impossible to me. I love how you're always teaching me something nerdy about engineering topics or how the world works, and you're always up for a new Netflix documentary. I love how you know what I need even before I do, and have opened my eyes to the magical world of relaxation and hobbies.
Carina and Ryan, or Ryrina as they like to go by, are the type of friends that will let you crash on their floor when you're homeless, or stay up all night long writing your personal statement to get you into another graduate program. Or even meet you out to coffee with a date with a guy to just make sure he was normal. So I just want to say thank you for everything that you have done and all the examples you have set, and we hope that you have a wonderful and happy lifetime full of love and happiness.
I want to admit in front of everyone that I'm the lucky one here. You do so much for me. I'll always be trying to catch up, but I will do my best to fulfill these promises. I vow to support, honor, and respect you. Support, honor, and respect your grocery store dancing. Give you children who are amazing at math and science, but terrible at sports. Order you Shirley Temples, even if the bartender knows it's probably not for me, but still wonders a little. Be your refuge of calm and safety whenever you feel unsteady. And most importantly, love you as long as we both live.
It is an absolute pleasure to be Ryan's best man at his wedding. Let's see how he feels about me after this. I remember the day I met Ryan many years ago at Prime Climb, the indoor climbing gym, a place many of us have come to know and love. I walked in one fateful day, meeting up with my usual climbing friends, and there he was. He was breathtaking. And then, Ryan introduced his date at the time, Carina, and I still don't think I've recovered from that heartbreak. Throughout their relationship, I've been blessed with watching them grow, not just as a couple, but as people, professionals, and most importantly, as my friends.
love how you gently push me outside my comfort zone and introduce me to new things, like rock climbing and green beans. Most of all, I love how being us has always been easy. We've always just been hanging out and having fun.
Ryan's patience and positive attitude were very evident when he was very ill for a 7-year period of time with chronic Lyme disease. So, the fact that he became healthy again, and he has achieved so much since then, including meeting and marrying the lovely Carina, makes today's celebration all the more special, and I knew I'd cry. I'm sorry, but it just really makes today so special.
We've been through both frustrating medical mysteries and encouraging health breakthroughs. So I'm very confident that we can make it through whatever life has to offer. But through all the ups and downs, I've never wanted to share it with anyone else but you. So I promise you that I'll continue to just hang out and have fun, and to give you a slight nudge when you need to help you get there in any way that I can.
Over the years, we've been through 3 states, 3 advanced degrees, 4 apartments, and 2 houses. We may have waited a while to get to one wedding, but we both have known through it all that this is where we were headed. To that end, there's something that I made for you in 2014 that I owe you. Here is the password to gmail.com.
Yes! Can you keep it? I don't have pockets.
It is now completely impossible to imagine the story of Carina's life without Ryan filling the most important role. Please raise your glasses to Ryan and Carina, wishing you decades of happy life together.
Ryan and Carina, through your words today, you have joined together in matrimony. Because you have exchanged vows before these witnesses, have pledged your commitment to each other, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Let's toast to Ryan and Carina. We love you very, very much. May the two of you have a lifetime filled with happiness, joy, and love.
I promise to love you unconditionally, no matter what life throws at us. And most of all, I promise to always be your best friend. I can't articulate what you mean to me and how much I love you and how thrilled I am to spend the rest of our lives together. And I promise to show you my love for you every day for the rest of our lives.